as fast as you can, single stroke rolls in my head. Essentially, I'm visualizing, I'm hearing it, I'm visualizing just a single stroke roll that a completely coked out Buddy Rich could never do. Just, it's literally like an air horn. Like, it's like, it's not, you can't even discern, it's so fast you can't even discern between the notes. It's just a stream. It's like somebody blasting you in the face with a fire extinguisher. It's important to set those goals, put out there the almost unobtainable, although I can probably do that with sticks. It's just get it in your head at first. Hear it, see it, visualize what you want to happen. You read the book The Secret, for instance. The Secret, man, that book, I read The Secret, and all of a sudden it was just like, what can't I do? I almost ran a fucking 10K. Flamadiddles. Actually, I was rushing a little bit. My metronome was set at 170 BPM. That's 170 whole notes as footballs. I was playing a little bit with my hands, right? I mean, just because it's a drum set doesn't mean you have to use a drum stick all the time. You can use a hand. If you were, it's not a hand stick, it's just your hand. But this is a drum stick. What about your hand? I don't understand why everyone's like, oh, it's a drum set. You better not play it with your hands. John Bonham wasn't limited to that. I mean, can you imagine what John Bonham would be doing right now with his hands? I mean, if he wouldn't have died, essentially, he'd be doing some pretty amazing stuff with his hands, probably. It's not hand bone. It's not a hand bone. It's a ham bone. I'm not quite sure where it originates, the idea of ham bones. I tell you this much, I don't like a bony ham. I'm not, it's like Easter, my mother's making a nice ham. I don't want to be like this. What the hell? Some like strange little, like tiny bone in a pig. Do pigs have small bones anywhere in their body? Does a pig even have a small bone? Can you imagine like picking, I mean, we're used to picking little bones out of fish. So we're like, oh, that's a fish bone. And no one gets too freaked out. But you're having a nice Sunday ham, and all of a sudden you pull out a really strange looking small bone, and you're like, what the fuck is that? Anyway, I don't know where the origin, but I'd say that's psychologically disconcerting if you're eating ham or beef, ham or beef, and a tiny little bone, sliver of a little bone comes out, and you're like, all right, who the f put this fish bone in this ham or something? I don't know. Anyway, the point is, or is this ham? Is this really pig we're eating, or is it some sort of gigantic hammy fish of some varietal? Anyway, the point is the ham bone is the contact of the hand with the body in the rhythm. Let me give you an example of combining ham bones. Because I don't have sticks in my hand, I'm playing the drums with my hands, and I'm going to combine a ham bone motif. Actually, I've done that a lot better in the past. Let's try that again. you're at the gig, you're playing like whatever, you got like, where are you playing? You're playing, you know, with like an Earth, Wind & Fire cover band. And like, you know, you guys are kicking some really nasty grooves, super bad funk. And it's sort of like, there's people in the audience kind of digging your thing going, that dude is funky. You're like there in the moment. I recommend having a microphone close mic, the knee, the thigh, lower abdomen. I'd get 4 microphones, right, Joe? Thigh, contact mics. Thigh, lower thigh, upper thigh, lower abdomen, rib cage mics. And that's how you incorporate ham bones successfully into your thing. Let's try it one more time. And many more. That's how you get the gig.